Guys, welcome to this week's style session. I have chosen to kick this one off with styling shorts. Shorts have become like one of my favorite things this summer, and I went through a little phase where I thought, oh my god, shorts aren't for me anymore. And the problem was I was just hanging on to some pairs that weren't really a great fit for me. Things like denim cutoffs, very floaty, like silky high-waisted, very short shorts. Not for me, or I didn't have any pairs that I liked. So the shorts in question that I'm going to be styling up today are this linen pair. I made these and yeah, they're kind of like that creasy, like cottony linen. They're great. They just have like a wide elasticated waistband. They do not hug my leg in any way, which is key for a pair of shorts for me right now. To make these really work in my wardrobe, this is like the fit that I need. So yeah, if any of you are going to use this for yourself, you could obviously just pick the fit that fits you the best. But I feel like for minimal classic style, these are the best. They're not uncomfortable, they're roomy, and they're going to take me from casual to something more dressy, as I will show you. So I also just wanted to fill you in on a little bit of background as to why I'm doing this and why I have the style thoughts that I do. Basically, I love fashion a whole bunch. And I've had a career in it and I've done a lot of things around it, but I'm at this like clear space in my life where I'm going through a big change. We're moving on to a boat, which is essentially like moving on to a really tiny home. So we're not going to have a lot of space. We're having to learn to be more minimal with our choices and what we're going to keep. And a big part of that for me is obviously fashion, because it's one of the largest parts of my life. I have been frustrated a lot. The world is changing obviously with coronavirus and the whole staying at home thing, and at the moment I'm between jobs. Obviously I'm trying to do my own thing and get that off the ground, but I'm spending a lot of time alone at home, so I have a lot of time to put my thoughts together, but I also have a lot of time to figure out things that work in my wardrobe and things that don't, and things that frustrate me. And so I'm trying to refine that, and that's a major part behind the inspiration for these videos. Essentially, my main goal with working through these videos and hopefully it being a exercise and a lesson to myself, as much as hopefully being an inspiration to anybody out there watching, is to bring together practical looks that are true to my current lifestyle and what I foresee my lifestyle being in the future, while also maintaining a sense of creativity and style, which is obviously super important to me and plays into a big part about how I feel about myself and how I feel every day, really. The point is to obviously champion a smaller wardrobe. I'm by no means a minimalist, and I'm not creating like a 12-piece capsule wardrobe or anything crazy like that, but it is sort of going that way, and I'm going to learn and evolve as time moves on and as these few months pass and lead up to us moving onto the boat. Being that is happening in my life, I really need items in my wardrobe that if I'm hanging on to them or if I'm keeping them in my wardrobe, they absolutely have to like put in the legwork and really work for me. So that means quality fabrics, less washing, and things that work across occasions. So things that I'm in general going to be wearing for casual occasions, i.e. every day, or working on the boat, doing maintenance, just general day-to-day, really boring tasks, but still wanting to feel fresh. So things that can do that, but that I can also dress up, because obviously I don't have a lot of space. So things that work across a large range of occasions and for as many months of the year as possible. I hope that these videos will be useful to anyone who is also going through a lifestyle change, anyone who's also thinking about a more minimal wardrobe. And I've been through a large like wake-up call and a bit of like a reckoning, not to sound dramatic, but I really had a bad fast fashion shopping habit, like really bad, and I'm busy in the process of selling it all on Depop, and I just can't believe how much there is, and I can't believe how much I've accumulated. So I'm enjoying working through this and coming up with ideas on how I can be creative with a smaller wardrobe and really make that work. And it's sort of like as if you someone who is giving up an addiction, it's helping me stay the course. It's keeping me on track and making me realize that having fewer items, you can still be super fashionable, feel super fresh and chic, and still be really creative with your daily style. That said, let's jump in. I'm obviously spending my weekends on a boat and we're doing maintenance and renovations, and so I'm in shorts and t-shirts a lot. So the key for me is keeping things tonal, and this would work. I wear a black pair of shorts or a black t-shirt, same thing. Another key for just looking chic, what I find, can you even describe it as chic if you're doing boat maintenance? I don't know, but is I keep my jewelry on. So I'm keeping like my classic gold hoops that I wear, my gold chains, and then I'm feeling like not too overdone, but still like I've made an effort. I've just got a pair of Birkenstocks on. Yeah, Birkenstocks do. They have an element of fashion, like depending on how you're wearing them. So they're my weekend workwear shoe of choice. So yeah, I like wearing this. If Paul had to say to me, pop down to the hardware store and pick up some nails or whatever it is, like I could totally go and I would feel not out of place and not too sloppy. This is my exercise get up. And when I say exercise, I find myself not really working out lately a lot. I do about 20 minutes of yoga in the morning and stretching and that, but I've just sort of realized I don't like sort of like heavy, hectic workouts anymore. So the most I'm ever going to get is like walks, and those are used to really like clear my head. I'm not exactly like gunning it. So yeah, if I was to go on a walk or I guess a hike, not that I go on those, but I could, but generally just like walking around and getting some exercise, like getting your steps up for the day. I've switched out the t-shirt that I was wearing earlier for a more fitted tee. Obviously the same shorts, you're going to see them throughout this whole thing. And then instead of like some sort of like active top or hoodie or something, I've actually got a really good quality knit on, just draped over my shoulders if I need something. And New Balance sneakers. Yeah, these are, I think, my favorite sort of like fresh white ones. If the sun was shining and I had the opportunity, like totally jump in and take it. Like I love a bucket hat, and I'm growing out my hair, and as my hair is getting longer, I'm really enjoying wearing hats lately. So yeah, this would be my fun little walking outfit. Obviously pop on a pair of sunnies and good to go. So when I'm at home, just doing day-to-day things, going to the grocery store, going to the post office, posting off orders, that type of thing, and I'm not being physically active or doing anything physically demanding, I like to be a little bit more dressy and feel a little bit more fashion, and the easiest way to do that is with like a great oversized shirt. So I'm still comfortable and like can totally veg out on the couch at the end of the day in this, but I feel still put together and like I made an effort. So this is obviously one of mine that I designed. If you follow, you would have seen it in a previous video. I'm just wearing a pair of Tevas with this, which I love the thong version. They're a bit dorky, but I love that vibe. I love mixing in things that feel a little bit different to the rest of the look and having those elements set against each other. And I wanted to show you a quick little tip. Someone I follow who's really, really amazing is Amy, the designer for the brand Tibby, and she has something where she actually ties a knot into the back of her shirt and then she tucks it underneath. So that's basically just when you are wearing an oversized shirt, sometimes it just like feels like it's giving you nothing, and you really want to create sort of just some shape or something. So yeah, I get around that. Like I don't like to feel a knot or anything when I'm driving, but so I actually just will tuck the entire back of my shirt, and you can do this with any shirt, even if it doesn't have slits in the side or whatever, like it'll work. You'll just like fix it and primp it and like do your thing. But yeah, it creates cool folds in the front, it opens the shirt out a bit. That's basically my little tip and trick and my everyday during the week running around doing errands look. So here I am dressing for a day out, a lunch, a picnic, and the first thing that's like the most important thing to note is I've popped on a layer and I have popped on a more refined shoe. So
these are Tibby, the brand I was saying about earlier, the designer who I just like love her, like follow on Instagram, like she's so amazing in terms of style tips. But yeah, these are my pride and joy. And then I have popped on a layer, and those are the two things to note that really sort of elevate everyday look to, oh, I actually have an occasion to go out, I'm meeting someone kind of vibe.
So in summer, I love like just a super minimal sandal. I have very wide feet, like I need them to breathe. And yeah, I love just like a chic flat sandal. And again, I'm keeping things tonal. I love how the neutrals work together, and I just feel really great and put together. And it's not like I'm going to restaurants these days. Like the most I would be doing is probably going to the park to meet some friends. But yeah, this is what I would wear, and I would feel dressed up enough, but definitely not overdone, but still like I made an effort, which is just kind of the zone that I need to play in for my life right now. Accessories wise, these I've had for ages. They are Alexander McQueen sunglasses, and yeah, I just love reaching for them. They've got a nice enough detail, but they're also like really, really classic. And then obviously my bag that's in my current collection. You can get these on my Instagram, but yeah, I love the gingham. I love it for day wear. It feels cute and chic and fashiony, and yeah, it's just my favorite thing to sort of like carry around these days. So lastly, I thought I would do a party look. Not that I'm doing any partying or going out whatsoever these days. The closest to that would probably be like a dinner at a friend's house or something like that, or a friend coming over to our house, and sort of, I guess I would just have to grab those opportunities and take them just for the excuse to even remotely dress up. So the easiest thing to do is to do that with accessories. So essentially I'm still wearing the same t-shirt and shorts as before, the same core jewelry. I've just added on sort of one of my more flashier gold bracelets, which I love. It's a vintage piece. I think I can call it vintage. It comes from my mother-in-law, and yeah, I just love it. And these vintage earrings that I bought years ago from a charity shop in my hometown, Benoni, and I love them. I bring them out for a party every now and again. So they're not invasive, they're not in your face, they're calm enough, I think, just to dress up a little bit for a friend's house. And then I put on a little mini heel, and I feel like it's jazzy enough that I feel like I've made the effort, and yeah, just feel a little bit dressy, but it's definitely not like trying too hard. Oh, and the blazer. The blazer as the layer is the main thing. So this is an oversized men's one that I just did some alterations to, and I love it. I wear it all the time. It is one of my favorites, and yeah, I feel very fashiony in it just because it's a little bit edgy being so oversized, but also super comfortable. One last round, guys, and this one's just for fun because, like I said, I'm not really going out at the moment, but I also am still just a lover of fashion, a lover of dressing up, and so I like to play dress up at home by myself sometimes and have a little party for one. So it's also just a little bit of a practical example and a nice way to finish this off with this look, in that simple things can really just sort of change the vibe. So if I was going out at night, maybe for a cocktail, a little bit of a vino, this is my super evening look, which obviously isn't super evening, but who has anything super evening to go to these days? So if I was going to go for a drink or something like that and felt like being really jazzy, then I'm going to switch up my earring. I bought these ages ago for a futuristic themed office party at a company I used to work for, and I love them. I just can't get rid of them, and they come out every now and again, and these would be like my super dressed up party earrings. I think they're modern and edgy, and I love that. I hope I don't have lipstick on my teeth. I've just put this on. But yeah, a red lippy. Easiest way to just like jazz anything up. Obviously, I'd be carrying a fancy handbag, and my fancy handbag of choice is one of my own. I love this black silk one, and yeah, I've been carrying this to the supermarket, so I'm not at all reserving it just for going out, but I think it really rounds off the look. Same shorts, baby, totally different vibe. Alrighty, those are my shorts looks. I hope you enjoyed that, and I really loved seeing how creative I can be with really basic things in my wardrobe. Even though a lot of those occasions aren't actually realistic or even like happening in my life right now, a lot of them are like dream scenarios of sort of all the things that would be included in my life. Like, my life is very one lane right now. I think it's important to say that as much as I put the blazer on for the dressed up look and the check shirt for the supermarket, like I would easily wear the blazer to the supermarket if I wanted like a fashion pick-me-up. Because the point at the end of the day is just to wear our clothes. Tune in next week if you want to see me packing for the 2-week trip. So we are moving our boat up to a marina further north, and it takes 2 weeks to cruise on this thing to take it there. So we're total novices. It's probably going to be a lot of hard work. It's getting on and off the boat, so it's like a little bit physical. And I'm going to try and stay fashionable through the whole thing. So next week will be back to a normal vlog, and I'm going to be packing. So if you've ever wondered how to pack and be fashionable for anything outdoorsy where the weather is temperamental and you're not sure what to expect and you need to be practical but still want to be cool and creative with your wardrobe, watch. So please subscribe if you're enjoying, and let anyone else know if they're also going through a lifestyle change or just need some inspiration. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.